find is whether you're meeting someone in the elevator or whether you're talking to them on the phone, one of the most common and fundamental mistakes people make is telling people what they do rather than how they help people. And again, I've seen this through I don't know how many thousands of conversations and coaching, etc. But especially in sales, the problem is you know yourself too well. You've forgotten how to talk to people who don't know your industry, they don't know your product. And so you hear things like, application platform, software widget, all this jargon junk that no one understands except for you and the people in your own company and the pundits. So you got to get rid of the jargon, right? You have to speak in simple English. And so here's a couple of tricks you can use to help you understand how can you explain what you do simply in a way that people get it. At least all you have to do is explain that first 30 seconds or so, because then if they say, oh, I get that, I understand it, then they'll want to talk to you for longer than that, right? So you don't have to figure everything out, but here's a couple tips. So first, when people ask you, what do you do? Pretend that they ask you, how do you help people? Or how can you help me? So for example, yes, I'm a sales coach and author. So if someone asks me what I do, I could say that, yeah, I'm a sales coach and author. Okay, so what? Or I could say, well, I help companies multiply sales. Okay, that's just that it matters to you, that's something that matters to you. Another way that you can sort of practice how to refine and speak in English is, really honestly, call your mom. Can you explain to her what you do? Or a teenager. And what you find is one of the best ways to refine this is to just talk to people who don't know your industry. Someone at the coffee shop. If you called, if you're doing, I call it a mapping call, but you're calling into a company that you don't know, you're trying to sort of do some research on it, find an executive assistant, talk to them. By forcing yourself to explain how you help people to people who don't know your industry and product, you will have to simplify what you do, your explanation, in ways that everyone understands. And frankly, it really will make such a huge difference because you can never assume that people you're calling on will understand your jargon or what you do. So the simpler you can get it, the better. Simple English. So again, start with this idea of ask yourself, how do you help people? And go from there.